Welcome to the deep dive. We're all about getting past the surface noise and really understanding things. And today we're doing something a bit different. We're actually going to explore the human experience through, believe it or not, song lyrics. Specifically, Adrian Lyles' Peace of Mind. Now, you might think pop lyrics, but honestly, these lines, they're surprisingly deep, like a map to some really relatable feelings. So, our mission today, let's unpack the emotional landscape here, find the insights into that, universal search for inner calm. It's amazing how art can tap into these things we all feel.
It really is. And it's an interesting challenge using lyrics like this as our main source. But what Lyles does so well here, I think, is use simple words, repetition, contrast, to explore really complex feelings. It kind of mirrors how messy our inner worlds actually are.
Definitely. And it kicks off with something so simple but loaded. That repeated word, hello, it pops up again and again. It doesn't feel like just, hi, more like, I don't know, a reaching out. What's your take? Is it a plea? Looking for someone?
Yeah, hello here is doing a lot of work. It's definitely not casual. Think of it as testing the waters, reaching out from a place of maybe isolation. It's that first step towards connection, seeing if anyone's listening. It sets this whole tone of actively searching.
Active searching. That fits perfectly with the next bit that caught my eye. Why does everybody need me to stay? You can almost feel that weight, can't you? Being pulled, the pressure of what everyone else wants versus, well, what you need yourself.
Absolutely. That line hits hard because it's so relatable. That feeling of being stretched thin, like your energy isn't really yours anymore. It's that classic exhausting push and pull between, external demands and your own internal boundaries.
Yeah.
He's not just asking. It feels like a quiet kind of protest.
Right, a protest against just giving everything away until there's nothing left.
Exactly. And that leads right into this really raw, fundamental desire.
Ah, yes. Come to my home and give me a place to feel safe. Wow, that hits depth. It's more than just four walls, isn't it? It's about needing a space where you can just drop the act, feel secure.
It really is. He's not just talking about a house. He's talking about what some might call psychological safety, a mental sanctuary. It's that deep need for an inner space where you feel coherent, stable, protected from the chaos outside, where you can just be.
Finding that inner anchor, that makes sense. It's a survival thing almost.
Definitely a form of self-preservation,
Yeah.
seeking that mental and emotional haven.
Okay, so from needing that safe space, the lyrics then kind of shift. There's this change in tone, more hopeful, almost defiant. Yeah, he starts using this phrase, I swear. It feels like a turning point, a promise. And this promise, someday I swear I'll find loving that I've never felt, not from me or someone else. This one really made me pause. What is that? A love beyond self-love, beyond getting it from others. It sounds almost transcendent.
Exactly. It's not just more love. It's like a whole different kind of love he's talking about. It suggests moving past that simple binary love from me, love from you. Maybe it's about a state of complete acceptance.
Yeah.
Integration, that doesn't depend on ego or external validation.
Yeah.
But just is both internal and connected to something bigger. It's quite an aspiration.
A really high bar, yeah. But fascinating. And it connects to the next bit. You'll find good in me I've never seen, parts of me I've never been. This speaks so much to growth potential, and maybe needing someone else, or maybe even your future self, to help you see it, to help you become those unseen parts.
It highlights how connection can be transformative. Like our identity isn't fixed, it's evolving. And sometimes, it takes someone else's belief, their unconditional view, to give us the courage to explore those hidden parts. Some parts of me I've never been. It's not about changing who you are, maybe, but becoming a fuller version. Realizing potential. It's hopeful.
It is hopeful, but then the lyrics don't just stay there. They get into the messiness, the contradictions, which feels very real life. Like these lines, we'll find silence in the symphony, balance in asymmetry. How can you have both? Silence in the noise, balance where things don't line up.
And that's where Lyles is, I think, really clever. These paradoxes aren't just clever wordplay. They reflect reality. Think about it. Real peace often isn't total silence or perfect symmetry. It's finding the calm amidst the chaos, the stability within the imbalance. It suggests peace is more resilient than we think. It can exist alongside complexity. You find it in the symphony, not by stopping the music.
Finding calm in the chaos. I like that. It feels more achievable somehow.
Right. It's about building that inner capacity.
But then, to really hammer home that internal complexity, you get this line, my brain's in a place in the dark where I can't reach it. Oof, that's just raw honesty, isn't it? That feeling of being disconnected from your own mind, lost inside yourself.
It's incredibly visceral, that feeling of mental fog, dissociation maybe, like you can't grasp your own thoughts. You're just watching things happen in your head, unable to reach the controls. It's a chillingly accurate description for some states of mind. And acknowledging that darkness is key, I think. It shows the path to peace isn't some straight, easy line. It often involves confronting these shadows.
Yeah, it makes the whole search feel more authentic because that struggle is acknowledged.
Precisely. The struggle is part of it.
And speaking of struggle and authenticity, then comes this question. Who the hell am I to tell you that it'll all be fine? After all the I swear moments, this feels like a sudden brake pedal, a moment of real vulnerability, self-doubt, questioning if you can even offer hope when you're wrestling with your own stuff.
It's such an honest moment. It shows empathy, right? Like, how can I promise you sunshine when I'm still navigating my own storms? But it also shows that human thing of trying to comfort others even when you feel uncertain yourself. It tempers the earlier promises. It's that self-awareness questioning your own authority. That's actually a sign of maturity, I think. Peace isn't about having all the answers.
Right, it's maybe about being okay with not having them all.
Duh.
Okay, so we've gone through the reaching out, the need for safety, the big promises, the paradoxes, the struggle, and it all seems to circle back to the title, the main goal, peace of mind. That repeated line, we'll find peace of mind. It feels like the destination after this whole journey. It's what I swear is all about. That repetition makes it feel like a mantra, a real commitment against all the odds described earlier. It's not just a wish, it's determination.
Exactly. And peace of mind here isn't painted as, just emptiness or quiet. It's the result of navigating everything we've discussed. Connection, self-acceptance, wrestling with those contradictions. It's about finding strength within the turbulence, not necessarily escaping it. And that, I swear, it becomes the driving force, the sheer will to keep going, even when things are dark or confusing. It's powerful self-commitment.
Okay, but then there's this final curveball. Our source material just ends with upbeat music, which feels almost jarring. After all this deep, sometimes dark internal stuff, it ends on an upbeat note. What do we do with that? Does it mean, like, success? He found it? Or is it more like putting on a brave face, the energy needed to keep trying? What's your feeling?
That's the fascinating part. The upbeat music leaves it open. It could mean resolution, triumph. The struggle led to genuine lightness. That's one valid read. But maybe the upbeat part is the sound of the striving itself. The energy it takes to keep seeking peace, even when the internal reality is still complex. The resilience needed for the journey, not just the celebration at the end. Or, yeah, maybe it is that disconnect, the upbeat mask we show the world.
So it could be hope realized, or hope as fuel, or hope as a performance. Interesting.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? Which might be the point. It makes you ask, what does that final note signify? Peace achieved, or the ongoing energy of the search?
Wow. Okay, what a journey through just these lyrics. Adrian Lyles' Peace of Mind really does pack a punch. We've touched on so much longing, safety, self-discovery, dealing with our own internal contradictions. It really maps out that universal quest for some kind of inner calm. Thanks so much for digging into this with me today. It's been really illuminating.
My pleasure entirely. It's rich territory. Maybe a final thought for everyone listening. After hearing about this journey, what does peace of mind actually mean to you? And thinking about those paradoxes, what asymmetries in your own life, those seemingly unbalanced parts, might actually hold a surprising key to finding your own unique balance, something to chew on.